Hello class. In this video I talk about something I saw usually in American Chemical Society news and talk about it and kind of show you excitement for what's new and what's exciting in science. So this is a recent article, not in the current issue but the last issue. It's a weekly magazine. It talks about supercapacitors, specifically that's made from the ever expensive materials of cement, water, and carbon. So obviously these are very cheap. And this is interesting. I'm just almost surprised no one's ever thought of this before, to try to make something from these materials. And then the idea is like, oh, maybe we could start using these to store energy, electricity specifically in roads and also in things like the foundation of houses and stuff. And I mean, they've demonstrated using this instrument right here that you can in fact go ahead and make one of these to light an LED light bulb, for instance. And I think this is interesting, but it's also shows you what's going on between science and engineering, and then eventually put into practice and mass distribution. So science is doing research, comes up with an idea, and maybe even a demonstration of the idea like this. And what's the next step, though? Well, I mean, this is really cool. This is amazingly cool, but it's got some problems, right? I mean, do you really want to have the electrical storage in your basement? So it says that you could power a house with a 3.5 meter per side material. I mean, that's not a whole lot. That's a little bit more than 10 feet, 10 feet squared, right? So I mean, well, I guess that's 100 square feet, right? But I mean, that's not a very big footprint to run your house. And you want to have that kind of energy just sitting there. I mean, what do you do if your basement floods, right? You want that on the road. What are you going to do if the top layer pokes up and you're walking across the road barefoot? I mean, that could be one heck of a discharge going through someone, right? I mean, that's there might be right away I think there might be some safety concerns with this stuff. So, but I mean, that's down the line, though. I mean, obviously they're just doing that, but right. So, idea. The next thing is come up with how it could be used globally, and then globally, I mean, there's a mass distribution, and then other things like I mentioned, flooding basements. The dangers of playing hopscotch, on random street corners. Usually you worry about cars. Don't worry if the road itself is going to electrify me or electrocute me. Right? So I mean, it's interesting. It'll interesting to see how this goes, and this is doable. This is doable because it's cheap, right? I mean, if this was made from platinum and gold nanoparticles or something like that, yeah, this isn't gonna work. But I mean, cement and carbon, we got lots of that. It's really easy to find. So this is interesting to see if this turns into something. So, and that's what's exciting about science. And of course, it's multidisciplinary, not just science and engineering. It's also, eventually be economical, so what's going to be the cost then for changing the roads in this way? And there's going to be lots of things go around with this, but I think it's cool. It's cool, right? So it's interesting, and we'll see what happens with this. So, of course, if anyone is, I hope you're doing well. If you're not doing well, please let me know. Loss of basic needs, things like food and shelter, also mental health issues, which has been increasingly difficult for students over the past few years. So if you're having any issues like that and you feel comfortable, please let me know. I want you to do well, and reaching self-actualization includes good mental health. So please keep that in mind. Also, if you are affected at all by the Maui fires, let me know. I'm hoping that many people are, at least because the home of this class is not on Maui, but if you are affected about it, please let me know, and I'll do what I can to help. So I'm going to sign off for now. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Aloha.